Everyone loves a video game mystery, it's why fan theories are so popular and accurate. Remember that time we thought the Arkham Knight was a robot controlled by murderous asylum boss Quincy Sharp? Actually wait, don't do that. But though many of the big mysteries we've ever pondered have been solved, there are countless smaller questions that will forever go unanswered. Consider these video game mysteries that keep us awake at night, and beware spoilers for the following.
One of the weirder offshoots of the Templar plan for world domination, Abstergo Entertainment is a division of Abstergo dedicated to making thrilling adventure games in historical settings based on Animus memories.
Animus gives you the chance to game within the past.
Apparently the idea is to use video games to shape the public consciousness to the Templars' liking. With that being the case, why do they keep using genetic memories like Aveline de Grandpré and Edward Kenway that portray the assassins as cool badasses and the Templars as craven scumbags? Supposedly, the in-universe games are heavily censored to remove references to assassins, Templars, and the first civilization, but players are still going to come away thinking Edward Kenway was great and Captain Bart Roberts was a duplicitous jerk.
Oh, that old man a sheep. And an old wolf like me deserves every ounce of blood he draws.
For a shadowy organisation that has been secretly manipulating the world for hundreds of years, you're not very good at this, are you? It's not like there aren't cool Templars too, either. Just look at the hero of Assassin's Creed Rogue, Shay Patrick Cormac, who decides the assassins are a bunch of jerks all by himself. Why not make a game about him?
I cannot! I will not let this happen again!
Or, you know, just make it up. Real-life game developer Ubisoft manages to make historically set games without access to a... Oh my god.
It was Bravo Team's helicopter. Nobody was in it. But strangely, most of the equipment was still there. However, we soon discovered why.
STARS is the Raccoon City Police Department sent to investigate the incident at the Spencer Mansion in the first Resident Evil game.
We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare.
STARS stands for Special Tactics and Rescue Service, though you assume they worked backwards from the cool acronym, so basically they're the RCPD's equivalent of a SWAT team. If you need reminding, SWAT teams generally look like this. Which makes it baffling how STARS members are allowed to dress however they want, apparently. They're all in different colours for a start, with Chris in green, Barry styling out this burgundy number, and their pilot, Brad, in a yellow vest, possibly a life jacket so bright enemies can see him from next week. Maybe they got a 3-for-2 deal on gilets and assorted colours. Jill, meanwhile, with her blue top, shoulder armour and beret, looks like she's wandered in from a completely different unit, while Captain Wesker looks like he's arrived straight from winning 3rd place in a Val Kilmer lookalike contest. Maybe Bravo Team do a better job of looking like an actual team. Nope, if anything they're less uniform. Rebecca showed up for work in pedal pushers, a headband and a choker like it's Casual Friday. Then there's Forrest, who didn't do all that CrossFit to wear a shirt with sleeves on it. Guns out, am I right, Forrest?
It's Forrest! Oh my god!
If I were to hazard a guess why STAR's uniform policy is so haphazard, it's that the RCPD is massively corrupt, and the unit is led by an evil Umbrella lieutenant who wants them to fight zombies to gather combat data, so no one actually cared what they were wearing when they got eaten by a giant snake.
It's not just any ordinary snake. Take my word for it.
The only reason they had any kind of policy is because they knew what Chris would wear otherwise.
A recent episode of Kidnapped Survivor sitcom The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt reminded me of the enduring mystery at the heart of one of history's most iconic video games. Who are these ghosts? Why are they chasing Pac-Man? What did he do to them? Who were Blinky, Inky, Pinky and Clyde before they became ghosts? Were those their people names? I mean, Blinky, Inky and Pinky sound like spectral nicknames to me, but come on, Clyde? Clyde. Who were you, Clyde? What do you want? Go into the light! If you were to speculate on the sinister backstory of the Pac-Man Angry Ghost Maze, you might read between the lines that gaming's most beloved Yellow Circle is being pursued by the vengeful spirits of his, I don't know, former victims? Prove me wrong, Namco.
Okay, so we totally get that Dr. Robotnik is an environment-hating industrialist with a keen interest in robotics. But given he's quoted as having a genius-level intellect, an IQ of 300, why does he go to the trouble of trapping animals inside his robots instead of just, say, killing the animals and making some robots? Hey, I'm not saying I endorse either of those plans. My theory is that although Robotnik is a gifted mechanical engineer and roboticist, he's a terrible AI programmer, meaning he has all these cool robot bodies that are as dumb as rocks. Instead of working out how to create a learning machine, he just crams a rabbit in there or something. Still, even when there's a genius piloting his creations, it rarely goes to plan. What chance does a confused squirrel have? And do not get me started on his elaborate machine to turn beans into robot beans. Why? Robot beans would taste awful and break your teeth. Where exactly did you get that doctorate, Doctor? Was it easydoctoratesforyou.com?
You can secure your family's future by reserving a spot in a state-of-the-art underground vault from Vault-Tec. That's right, Bob. Act now, and your family can wait out the horrors of nuclear devastation.
Vault-Tec is the company from Fallout which developed Project Safe House in collaboration with the US government. This was a program designed to protect the American population from nuclear holocaust within specifically designed fallout shelters known as vaults. Except that was never the plan. You'd need over 400,000 vaults to protect the entire population of the United States, and Vault-Tec built only 122. Their actual purpose, according to Vault-Tec, was to secretly study pre-selected groups of people to see how they would react to isolation and confinement, and how well they would repopulate the world after nuclear annihilation. Okay, I guess. But then the mystery is how Vault-Tec's experiments are almost invariably designed with the express purpose of making everyone go mad and kill each other. These experiments included a vault where residents were forced to needlessly sacrifice each other, a vault constantly pumped full of hallucinogenic drugs, a vault where world-class musicians were reprogrammed into killing machines, and a vault where, for a laugh, they just let in some radiation. The mystery is, what did the Vault-Tec bosses overseeing all this dubious science report back to the US government? How everyone went mad and killed each other, and now there are no people left. Was anybody happy with those findings?
Wake up.
What? Where am I?
At the end of Mass Effect 3, in your final confrontation with a holographic infant called the Catalyst, you're presented with 3 options to deal with the spacefaring techno-squids called the Reapers. Destroy the Reapers, control the Reapers, or how about just fusing all organic and synthetic life in the galaxy into a new exciting hybrid form? You heard me.
Add your energy to the crucibles. Everything you are will be absorbed and then sent out. The chain reaction will combine all synthetic and organic life into a new framework, a new DNA.
Which is, of course, Shepard's ultimate endgame, to put some of his DNA into everything in the galaxy.
Synthesis is the final evolution of life, but we need each other to make it happen.
But in practice, this so-called synthesis ending amounts to a beam of green light that destroys the Citadel and smashes up all the mass relays in the process of spreading Shepard's space DNA to all corners of the Milky Way. And the Reapers are like, cool, bye. Meanwhile, Joker gets glowing eyes and skin stuff, and you're kind of left with the impression he and Edie are now somehow genetically compatible. The mystery is, what is the green beam and how does it work? The Catalyst has access to some super next level precursor technology, sure, but really how is this giant laser pointer supposed to transmogrify the building blocks of life itself throughout the entire galaxy? If it's all a bit too complicated or a bit too vague and magical, there's always the other option.
So be it.
Now that I do understand.
Those were the video game mysteries that have been keeping us up at night. If you've got mysteries of your own that you'd like to add, put them in the comments below. And another thing that keeps us up at night is that you are not clicking on the videos underneath me. Or if you are being kept up at night by something else, a good way of getting around that insomnia is to watch video. That makes it sound boring. Don't do that. But if you are at a loose end and it's late at night, maybe you could watch one of these videos before you go to sleep. And that is what they're good for. So over there's Show of the Week. You can watch those videos. Those are good. That's our weekly magazine show about video games and jokes. And underneath me now is a playlist of more videos like this one, but not this one, but like this. So if you enjoyed this and you want to see more of that kind of thing, you should click under there because there's over 200 of them. So you can enjoy that. Anyway, thanks for watching this video and goodbye.